Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the online workshop organized by Skillveda. Skillveda is your partner in skill development, offering a wide range of webinars, offline workshop, short-term courses, and training programs designed to help you unlock your potential and achieve your goals. A special welcome to our esteemed trainer, Ms. Sharanjit Kaur, a senior educator and trainer with more than 18 years of experience with a passion of enhancing skills of teachers and students to share her knowledge and insights. Yeah, welcome, Ms. Sharanjit.
Thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am. And good evening, everyone. Okay, so we'll start with today's session. Very interesting topic, active learning. And I think this is something which we really need, and we need to have good ideas, productive ideas to implement in our classrooms where actually active learning is happening, right? So we'll start with, yes. Now, this question is for all the educators present over here. So according to you, what's your best learning moment? Okay, so you can actually go back to your school time, maybe your college time, where you found that, that was my best, or you realize now that that was my best moment where actually I have learned something and you're still carrying that learning with you. So may I have your answers? First of all, I request everyone to kindly open your videos and let's interact like that. Okay, so may I know your responses, please? And it's something very interesting to know each other's experiences, right? So kindly unmute and please share your best learning moments.
Purvi ji, you want to say something? Deepa ji, Anita ji, Dr. Vishnu? Dr. Vishnu is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
principal in Jammu. Yeah, please.
Huh. Corona time was a really best moment for me to learn many new things because already traditional method we know, but online teaching and all these things are very new to us. So I feel that Corona was a best teacher, a best moment learning for learning process.
No,
Thank
I
you.
agree with you. I agree with you, Miss Purvi, because I think for us also we learned so much technical things which we
Yes,
never knew about, right? So
yes,
I
yes.
think, yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Who else
Dr.
would
Vishnu,
like to
you would
share?
like to say something?
Hmm.
Anita ji, Deepa ji, anyone wants to say something?
Okay, so then shall we move ahead then?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So the learning objective of this presentation is to learn some practical techniques for implementing active learning in your classroom and understanding the strengths and weaknesses of active learning so you can use it effectively and wisely. So how we are going to use it, implement it effectively and wisely, we can always discuss in this session today. Yeah. So it's a very good quote by William A. Foster, which is quality is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. So I hope you all have already idea of what its quote is actually talking about. So this is something, always sincere efforts, and teachers are, who actually put sincerely whatever they do. They always put the things, their efforts, their ideas, creative ideas, always in a right direction so that, the outcome is achieved, right? Okay, so what is active learning? So before this, I'll show one video after this actually. So just a layman, discussion on this, or the meaning of active learning would be that any learning activity engaged in the classroom by students other than listening passively to an instructor's lecture, right? Now here passively, who would conclude this, the meaning of this, like what is passive here? Passively to an instructor's lecture, what is that here? Miss Anita, Miss Purvi, yes. Miss Purvi, you want to share? Ma'am, please unmute your audio here.
Yes, ma'am.
What is passive here?
Active learning means here the passively to an instruction lecture means whenever a teacher or a guide is giving any teaching means any uh, learning that should be interactive, engaging. So students can create their interest in that learning, and that is called active learning.
Okay.
Means
And
through
what is passive?
activity based learning, whatever, with role play method, with storytelling method, not direct with chalk and board.
So can we
So
put it,
that we can call
can we
active
put your chalk and just now you said no, chalk and books. So can we put it, that is going to be like something passive learning, teaching like method for us?
What, ma'am?
Passive. Actually, active I understood. Like what book here? Yeah, passive means here. Miss
Listening
Anita?
passively.
Yeah, passively.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Ma'am, do you
Yeah.
have any idea about this passively to an instructor's lecture? What is that?
Yes, ma'am. Passive, I think if suppose we are giving a lecture, so and the children are only listening, so means that is passive learning. That is coming in passive learning, means they are not doing anything, so they are not actively understanding, means they are just listening, sitting, and like that only.
No, you're correct, ma'am. Yes, yes, Purvi, ma'am.
Ma'am, means we can say that involvement of students should be there. Passively means only they are listening, but their involvement is not there.
Okay.
Am I right?
So, yes, no, ma'am. You're actually the idea of sharing your, regarding this passive and active is absolutely correct. So I can connect this active and passive, with passive could be connected with the traditional method of teaching, right? When we go back to our school times, remember we used to only receive, like we used to only have those books. We used to just read and then go back to home, right? So that was something which we used to receive, but not actually doing it, right? So active learning is something, yes, it's requiring, it is basically, it requires them, students to do something which is active, and passive learning basically requires them to receive. It's only just listening, that's it, right? And there are, lot of through this active learning there are different methods, like you actually enhance the problem solving things for the children. Creativity has been enhanced, and through collaborations, right? So many things can be done as far as the active learning is concerned. We'll discuss that also gradually and in the session. Okay, so it's a good representation actually, which shows the active and the passive learning, how or what is the learning activities when you are doing it and what is the outcome. Okay, so as far as the passive learning is concerned, right, 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, and 50% of what they see and hear. Okay, so this is something which is happening in passive learning. And after that, what would be the outcome? See, I will not say that passive learning leads to nothing. It's not like that. Okay, sometimes there are children who are very good at listening only. Okay, we already have, I think, an idea about the multiple intelligences, right? Not everyone is blessed with everything, right? But we few are blessed with some good skills and specialities, right? So some are very good listeners, so they grasp very easily when they listen, okay, and they read. So outcome would be, of course, they will be able to define, they will be able to describe, they will be able to list down the things when you explain them through reading, right? Or they will be able to demonstrate, okay, after the understanding, or maybe they will be able to apply and practice. Fine. But if you see here, as far as the active learning is concerned, 70% of what they say and write, 90% is what they do, is active learning, right? So what would be the outcome? If you're actually doing all this, your outcome would be they will be able to analyze the things, right? They will be able to relate with the real life experiences, real life things. They will be able to, of course, define. They will be able to now create, because here critical thinking is also enhancing when they are doing it, right? And of course, they will be able to evaluate. I hope this representation is clear, teachers. Do you want to
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
something? Yes.
Understood, madam.
Understood?
Understood.
Okay. Okay. Again, there is a very good quote by Albert Einstein. I never teach my pupils. I only provide the conditions in which they can learn. Okay. So here we are talking about active learning here. Okay. You are actually giving them the infrastructure, the environment, the conditions you are providing to the children, so that they automatically experience it and they learn it. And they, and of course they are expanding when they are actually in the society or maybe somewhere else. So they're expanding their knowledge, right? Now, what is the role of a teacher in an active learning classroom? So it's very evident over here when you are applying active learning in the classroom, or this all environment which you are creating in the classroom. We, being teachers, we are facilitators for them, and of course challenger, right? Because you are giving them opportunities, different challenges to perform, okay, where you are assisting them. You're not actually helping them 100%, you're just assisting and guiding them in between when they are doing it, right? So these are the two roles which we play normally in the classroom. Okay. And here, if you compare the passive and the active learning teachers, now from is your passive, two is your active, right? So what is your role when you shift from passive to active? So what you do is, normally here, educators, what their role is, from teacher-centered classroom, which is passive, right? Learning. We shift, our role shifts from this to student-centered classroom. Okay. So when active learning is there is more of student-centered classroom. All right. It is two-way. But we, being facilitator, we are helping them out, right? Then product-centered learning. From that, we change into to process-centered learning. Now, if you see here, teachers, active learning is an entire process. It's a continuous process, right? Now, product center means, like, I have to teach some topic. I came in the class, I explained and I went home, right? That's it. It's product. I wanted to just delivered my concept. I delivered that and it's over. But process is right from the, your objective is set till the outcome is achieved. That is your whole process, in which child is actually doing hands-on experiences. They are your lot of activities you are doing. You're giving them hands-on experiences, in the form of visualization, images, projects, any activity, right? So that is there. Then teacher transmits knowledge. Now here what happens is, teacher guides students to seek knowledge. Now seeking knowledge would not restrict to only lecture. It could be research, right? It could be communicating collaborative activities. It could be communicating with each other, right? So that would be transmitting knowledge is now getting changed from that to seeking knowledge by the students, right? Now teacher does everything for the students. Okay. Now here we teachers enable students to learn more on their own. We are giving them projects, we are giving them tasks, okay, where they are supposed to search, they research, they talk, right, they draw, they think about creative ideas, and then they are doing the presentations and learning it, right? Focus on specific subject, focus on holistic learning. So holistic teachers, I think you all are already aware of, it's overall development of the child, okay, where your soul is developing, your mind is developing, your knowledge is also enhancing, right? Everything is happening in all together, so it's holistic learning. So but you passive, when you talk about, it's only specific subject, you don't integrate with other subjects and things, right? Okay, now what is the role changes here from passive to active? So when you are actually implementing active learning or active thing, I mean, different ideas are happening in the class. So this all changes happens. So from being passive recipients, they become active recipients, right? So they are not only just listening now, they're actually doing it. Fine. Focus on answering questions. Now here, ask and answers questions, right? So if you talk about passive, they will be only, teacher is asking question, okay, why this happened, okay, what is the name of this, what is the character, this and that, right? They're only answering. But here we are enabling students to ask and then answer, okay? So you are putting across some open-ended questions, you're also giving them, you know, the space where they are coming up with the questions, and you are dealing with those situations and you are answering them. Spoon fed by teacher, right? So earlier it could be the scenario where everything was ready made, given to by the teacher to the students. Now here the scenario is different. Children take responsibility for their own learning. So we also take it, you know, call it as ownership. They take the ownership, right, for their respective any task if you give them. Competes with other students. Now here collaborates with other students. So again, there's a very huge difference is there, that they used to, or when this passive learning is concerned, is more of competes, you know, there's a lot of competition. Still we have competition, but if you see here, a lot of collaborative things, you know, between the children or in the class is you know, takes place, which actually where their social, their emotional bonding, their skills, everything is getting built up. Then they are doing collaborative activities. Focus on mastering a specific subject. And here it is focusing on concepts, analyzing and generating their own ideas, right? So here actually the creativity of the child is developing over here, right? So I would like to show one beautiful video. I'll share my screen.
Kindergarten teacher perusing the aisles of Target, even though
Teachers, hope my here sound is all audible here. Video is audible?
Yes, ma'am, it
No,
is audible.
audible, but not seen, visible,
For a few kids, it
not
may
visible.
Yes, video is not coming, ma'am. Only audio is coming.
perusing the aisles of Target, even though
Charanjit ji, can you reshare it again, because video
Yes,
is
yes,
not
I
there.
will.
Yeah.
Target.
Wait.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share.
Yeah, maybe because of, yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you played the volume also? Matlab, its audio is there?
Audio is not there, ma'am. Not audible.
safe. Because
Yeah.
Is it audible now?
Yes,
there's
it
a language
is.
arts teacher
Wait,
who
I'll
will
just play it
cruising
now.
the aisles of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Target,
please.
even though he still has 2 more weeks of summer break. He is already dreaming up ways to make his students feel welcome. His classroom will be a refuge. For a few kids, it may be the only place where they feel truly safe because of a teacher. There's a language arts teacher who will take a week and give up her lunch period, those blessed 26 minutes to scarf down a meal, in order to help a student learn how to read. And although the progress is slow, this boy will become a reader because of a teacher. There's a math teacher who will have a room full of kids who claim that they're just not good at math. By the end of the year, his kids will be geeking out over ways to solve complex problems. They'll see that math can be creative and even fun, and they will become problem solvers because of a teacher. There's a science teacher who will inspire her students to chase after questions. And one afternoon, they'll be so excited about their experiments that they won't even notice the bell ring. And they will become scientists because of a teacher. There are history teachers who will inspire students to record history, and a group of PE teachers who will encourage kids to get more active. There are technology teachers who will help students send their work to the world, and fine art teachers who will get kids to find their creative voice. There are foreign language teachers who will help kids communicate globally. And there are CTE teachers preparing students for all kinds of jobs. And there's this teacher librarian who will see the students as children and not data. He's creating a makerspace while also inspiring kids to fall in love with reading. And they will become lifelong learners because of a teacher. And right now there's a 4th grade teacher with a scribbled up yellow legal pad. She's dreaming up wild new projects, and even though she jokes about not wanting to go back to school, she is secretly excited about meeting her new group of students. This is her 27th year, and she's still taking creative risks. To her, it's no big deal. It's what she does. But it's a big deal to her students. To them, she is a hero. And this year, she will make her students' world epic, like she always does. They will remember her forever, and she will change the world in ways that she cannot even fathom. And all of this will happen because of a teacher.
Teacher, I think this is something very inspiring, right?
No.
And because of teachers only, I think we are making or bringing change in our classrooms, in our in our students, and we are preparing them for the future, right? It was very well mentioned in the video as well, you know, the aspects which is required for teachers, students' growth, for making them globally or meeting the global challenge for them, right? So that is all happens through active learning, different ideas, and doing activities with different methodology applying in the classrooms. Everything happens because of that, right? So coming back to the presentation. Okay, so we discussed the roles, you know, from from to, like from passive to active for teachers as well as for the students. Now here are few strategies, teachers, which you can actually inculcate in your classes. You can execute in your classrooms. Fine. Now inquiry based learning, guided discovery, brainstorming, think, pair, share, small groups, graphic organizers, gallery walk, jigsaw activity. Okay, so I will discuss few of these activities in brief, okay, elaborate form. And see, since inquiry itself means inquiry, where you actually make the environment in such a way where you put across questions of just why, right? You just ask them why this, why does it happen, right? Anything. So if you ask them why, so you create an environment where children actually enabling their minds to think and answer. Okay, here involvement of each kind of child in the class or level, like you are aware of the levels in the classroom, right? It's beginners, intermediate, advanced. So you will find, or you will see the change in your classroom, that the child who is hesitant or is sometimes shy is able to speak at least little. Okay, when you create such kind of learning environment in the classroom, inquiry based. Okay, this I think which is very, very important. And even if it is you want to check, for example, their knowledge, their prior knowledge, this environment is also brings that in conditions where you get to know that how much my child already knows or aware of. Fine. Now guided discovery, where actually you are helping them, assisting them, or you're guiding them to maybe create something good, right? To discover with inventions, you actually guiding them to have the discoveries happening in the classroom or any ideas. Then brainstorming again is something which you just give them without anything, and you ask them to explore. So their brainstorming will happen. They will think 100 times, 100 things, different things, perspectives, and they will come up with the answers, right? Now think, pair, share. This I'll explain. So think, pair, share, what is that? Okay, so it is a strategy in which students work on a problem posed by instructor. Okay, instructor like we teachers. Now here what happens, first individually they think, and finally together with the entire class they share after that. Okay, so what happens is you are making, say for example, you are making 5 groups, right? You have given them the task, right? They are thinking in pair maybe, or in a small group. And once they are done with their task, later they are sharing with the entire class. So that is all about think, pair, and share. Okay, so thinking is when you are giving them something to do, and then pair is when you are making them to collaborate in groups maybe, or peer, right? And after that, once the task is achieved, done, they are sharing with the entire class. So they are sharing with each other. All right. So think, here teacher ask a specific question about the topic. Students think about what they know or they have learned, right? And come up with their own individual answers to the question. Okay, this is what happens in the first go. In pair, what happens? Teachers ask another question related to the previous one that is suitable to deepen the student's understanding of the topic. Each student is paired with another student. They share their thinking with each other and proceed with the task. So it takes near about 5, 10, 15 minutes, okay, to think and discuss. And then share, where students share their thinking or whatever solutions they have come up with the entire class. And here teacher moderates the discussion and highlights important points after the whole process is done. So it takes another 10-20 minutes. So if you see here, the entire process is of only 30-35 minutes, where the whole topic can be explained, right? Can be conducted in an activity form, and your objectives are also achieved here. Fine. Now, this is one example which you can execute in the classroom, which is concept mapping. Okay. Say, for example, there's a concept of trees, right? Now, trees, you can actually make legs of it and you can expand. You can make a map kind of thing where you can take or integrate with other subjects as well. Fine. Just to explain it. So what could be like teachers provide, trees, I'm really sorry. Trees provide us oxygen. Trees provide us shade. Trees provide us paper, right? So these are the, what is the use, how you can use these trees to make, that is paper basically. And then what does the tree provide us? So that you can explain the form of mapping. So it actually makes the, makes very interesting. This concept makes the whole concept very interesting for the children to understand. And this is very easy also, right? Needed by, now these trees are needed by whom? Like most living organisms, of course. Then if you are making paper out of it, it will be used to make notepads, it will be used to make books and all. Okay, so this is how you can explain the importance, the use, okay, and later who all are using this. Fine. This is how you can explain the concepts also. Now, what is that? What is the meaning of concept mapping? Now, students work in small groups to create concept maps. It can be in a group form also, teachers. So it's a way for the students to create visual representation of models, ideas, and the relationship between the concepts. Okay. So for example, you can give them flowers. You can ask them to, make a concept mapping of sky. So if you give them sky word, they can actually make 100 things out of that sky word. They can represent 100 things if you give them a sky word. Then illustrate the connections with exist between terms or concepts covered in course material by lines. Okay, so they can make connections between the terms with different terms, okay, which indicate the relationship between each set of connecting terms. They can connect, maybe sky can be connected with the space, you can talk about astronomy, you can talk about solar system. There are so many things you can connect with. Then identifying and organizing information to establish meaningful relationship between the pieces of information, and these can be shared, discussed, and critiqued also. So it's not necessary that children will always give you the presentations or things, outcomes will always be correct. There could be some criticism happening in the class. You will not disagree. There could be disagrees also happening, when you have a discussions in the classroom happening. So there could not be only yes, 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 correct, correct, correct. There could be disagreement to some of the points as well. Fine. So that also can be conquered and can be countered and can be corrected with the students. The other active learning strategy would be Jigsaw. Okay, this is also something very interesting, teachers. So what does it mean? Jigsaw is a cooperative learning strategy that enables each student of a home, group, or to specialize in one aspect of a learning unit. Students meet with members from other groups who are assigned the same aspect, and after mastering the material, return to the home group and teach the material to their group members. Okay, so what is that jigsaw? If you look at the diagram itself, if you see each piece is different and it's been joined together. Fine. So each piece means each group, they discuss about any topic, and after that what they do is they go and meet other people of the group, all right, and they carry those ideas with them. They discuss with their group, their home group, all right, and then connecting with all the groups together and coming up with the like common knowledge at large. So basically it is jigsaw. I hope you have understood, teachers. You can stop me and ask if you have a doubt. So kindly,
yes,
kindly respond and say, at least you can show your thumbs and you can just respond.
And you can ask questions also if any questions are there.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to add your own ideas over here, please share your ideas as well. Please, you are most welcome. And let's
ma'am, sorry ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Kumar.
Can you please just quickly repeat this jigsaw, how it can be done in a class, in a longer class with say 30 plus students.
Yeah. Now see, jigsaw is what, sir, here, like it's a cooperative learning strategy. Like again, it's a group activity where what happens is each child enables, that enables each child. Like, for example, you made 5 groups, right? So those 5 groups, now students, those group leaders probably will be meeting the member of other groups. Okay. And same task is been given to them. Okay. Like for example, there is solar system, right? Discussion on solar system, right? So you have made 5 groups, same topic with all the groups. Now one member of each group will be going to the other group, right? To share their to share or perceive their ideas, and that person will come back to the home group, their original groups. Okay. And then they will discuss the idea with them, and then they will be after that, mastering the material, return to the home group, and then teach the material to the other group members. And once this activity is all done, then the ideas are already shared with each other. That is Jigsaw.
Ma'am, do they present or how the concluding part will be?
See, they have already shared ideas while going and visiting other groups, right?
But one person only goes now from each group. One person, the leader goes
so
there.
that one person is coming back to the home group as well.
Okay.
You're getting my point. The same, that person is, when they are visiting the other groups, they are getting the ideas of that group and sharing with what? Their home group.
Okay, ma'am. Is it the same person visiting all the other groups? Say, for example, there are 5 groups. From group 1, one person is visiting all the other 4 groups.
Yeah. So same way, group 2, the group 2 child will be coming to 1, 3, 4, 5. Right? 3 group child will be going to 1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay.
Got it?
Ma'am, is it possible if one group, if the group is big enough, suppose a
no, it
group
is not like that. Like
more than
it is like all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 group representatives will be going to each, like, simultaneously.
Okay. But the same person will go to every other group now, from each group.
No, there could be other person going to third group then.
Charanjit ji, can we denote it with the name so that Ajit ji can understand it better?
Yeah, Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, now I am getting. I think
Ajit ji, is it fine? Is it clear with you?
I think because from group 1, so and so person will go to group 2. So another person will go to group 3. Is it so?
Yeah. For example.
I got it.
Example, Mr. Kumar, going to Miss Twinkle's group, fine. At the same time, group 2 going to your group, fine. You going to Miss Purvi's group, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once I perceive the ideas or have taken ideas from you, I'll go back to my group
and present it there.
Right? And I will present over there. I will explain them. So what is happening here? Yes, we are sharing each other's idea with each other, right?
The group rep will go to another group. You want to say like this, no?
Actually, I was wondering. In this process, suppose if group A has 5 candidates, suppose 5 members, each of them go to different groups rather than one person going to all the other.
See, you cannot
groups.
ask all 5 members. Yeah, all 5 members to go together.
They will find a group leader. Right? So they will make a group leader sort of thing, na?
Yeah, that one person will go to all the other groups.
Exactly.
Every group has a group leader, and that group leader will go to another group.
Yes.
And then they are connecting, their knowledge, their ideas together and putting across in that way. That is Jigsaw.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I hope, Mr. Kumar, it's clear.
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Now, this is also one of the very interesting strategy that you can implement in your classrooms. This is my personal experience, teachers. I used to, when I was teacher, I used to take these kind of organizers in my class for as far as social science is concerned, in fact, for English as well. If you execute these kind of graphics in the classroom, I mean, it works wonderfully here. because this is something they're always interested to draw, and then writing over there. So children at the time of drawing and writing, it automatically gets registered in their mind, because it is something where their interest is 100%, the excitement is 100% for the child. So takeaway is going to be 100%. So whenever you ask them, okay, with the representation in form of Venn diagram, sequence chart, main idea web, or concept maps, or T-chart, or the mind maps, okay, so children is always able to represent their ideas in the form of organizers. But if you ask them to learn the whole chapter and say it like this, there will be a lot of you will not get the 100% outcome. But as far as these active learning strategies are concerned, this is one of the activity or strategy, I would say. It works wonderfully with the children. This is my personal experience. Like Venn diagram, anyone can explain me like how you can put a Venn diagram for, like, what kind of concepts you can put Venn diagram for? Anyone?
Ma'am, may I just
Yes,
make a
please,
try?
please.
If it is Venn diagram, maybe we can give a topic where you can compare two aspects. Say, for example, identify the similarities and differences.
Very good.
Of course, the similarities will come in that intersection.
Spot on.
Differences can be in the other two areas.
Spot on. Yes. So it's a very good organizer, graphic organizer, where you want to show the similarities. So similarities will be shown here, and comparison will be shown here, and similarities will be shown in the point of intersection of these circles, right? So it's a very good graphic to show the comparison and the opposite and the similarities, right? Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar. And also sequence chart, when you want to connect, to show the connection, right? You can use this kind of organizer, right? And again, T charts would be the comparisons probably, right? Not the similarities, but only the differentiation points. You can use T chart. And then main idea web, it's basically also known as mind map, where you can have the different multiple answers for the same one concept. You can have multiple things for that. And concept map also is something where it is connected with something, right, or the other. So that is also very interesting. The another strategy I would here I like to share with you all is Fishbowl, right? So this is also something very interesting. If you look at the picture, teachers, here, you can easily make out what is Fishbowl. Okay, you can see a few children sitting in inner the circle. They're inside the circle, and some are sitting around the circle, right? So what is that? I'll explain you. The fishbowl technique is a discussion method where a small inner group discusses a topic while a large outer group observes it first, right? And then participants in the inner circle, the fishbowl, basically it's a fishbowl inside, engage in conversations, while the outer circle, the bowl, which is bowl, and fishes are inside. So bowl is outer circle. They listen, they takes the note, and then learns from the discussion. Roles can be switched between the inner and the outer circles to allow more people to participate in the discussion, right? I will just show you the image again. Now, if you see these children inside, they are the fish, fine. This is the bowl around. So what their role is, the children who are sitting outer, they are observing these children discussing inside the bowl, right? They are fish. So they are discussing and they are observing. And then their role interchange later. So these outer children who are there, they can be part of the bowl, like in fish, that is inner circle. And then these inner participants will become the outer part later then. Okay. I hope this is also clear, teachers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood the strategy?
Purvi ji, you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, can you connect some example with this activity so I can understand properly? Means related to
Yes,
any
yes.
pre-primary students?
Yeah, definitely. I was about to
Uh,
explain with the one of the example actually. All right.
uh,
Now, say for example, you're taking any rhyme. Okay, there is rhyme in the classroom. You want to take that. Fine. So you can make your inner students performing that. Maybe it's a number rhyme, right? 1, 2, 3. Like so, it could be 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door, right? So this inner students probably performing this. Okay, and outer children who are sitting outer circle, they're observing it, right? Now what their observations are, of course they're observing the actions. Fine, they're observing the numbers, right? So
yes,
the,
ma'am.
yeah, so what they are now takeaway would be, of course they are taking learning here numeracy, numbers 1 to 10, with the actions, like what does and what is that lace. Lace is what you tie that lace, so actions. Okay, so that also make them to understand, yes, this is lace. Shut the door, so what is shutting the door? Closing the door. Okay, so these kind of things you can execute in the class. So this is also something very interesting, Fishbowl. And then later what you can do is, Miss Purvi, inner students can be outer can be brought to the inner this thing circle. All right,
We can
and then
interchange.
and then you can also change the topic. Other topics you also can take and do it, right?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so active learning is inclusive of, I mean, or it leads to so many things, you know, if you can see here, lot of things, and many things we have already discussed, right? So I think it's also a summary of the whole active learning here. Now it's a beautiful thing again over here, that I hear, I forget, I see and I remember, I do, I understand. So I think this is also something very easily connected with learning. The saying is, you can connect with active learning as well. That when you do it, actually when you're doing or practicing it, then you understand it better, right? Rather than just hearing it or just looking at the things, you can remember, sometimes you can forget easily. But when you are actually doing it, practicing it by your own, you understand that better, right? So teachers, I would like now, so can we please turn on the cameras? Since we are at the end of this session, I would like you to just on your camera, so that we can summarize the whole thing, and also here we can take away the ideas of each other, you know, other than what we discuss in the session. So anyone would like to share something which your experiences with us, Miss Deepa? Deepa ma'am, I would like to know first of all what all classes you are teaching, where you teach, I mean which school, and
Actually, I am the academic head for two of the schools. We are having a lot of schools and preschools. So I usually am working with the. I'm actually working with the head office and engaged in teacher trainings and everything. So I just joined in so that I can learn more things. So when we come together, we share ideas. So
yes,
these were wonderful tips which you have given. Thank you so much, Ms. Kaur, and thank you, ma'am, also. So it was a nice session. So thank you.
thank you so much ma'am. But we also seek sometimes your ideas, you know, what you actually, because since academic head, you must be having a lot of things.
Yeah, we usually are engaged in a lot of teacher training sessions, actually. So we do look into more such ideas which are coming from such platforms. So we do have this opportunity to go and join such sessions and learn more so that we can pass it on to the other teachers who are there. So we do that.
Definitely, Deepa ji.
Thanks a lot.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kumar, would you like to say something?
It was really experiential, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing ideas, uh, especially
Any doubts,
this.
Ajit ji? If you have any doubt, please, you can go ahead.
No, that was clarified then. I was actually wondering, we can, why don't we have a, version of the
Now, could
same
you
thing
could you
where,
give me one example? Yeah. So, Mr. Kumar, now I want you to just explain, that Jigsaw with one example to me, please.
No, I got it. Actually, what I was trying to communicate is, can we have a different version of the same thing where, say for example, a class of 30 students,
Mm-hmm.
six fives make 30, so six students in a group, whereas five groups will be there. So at a time when one person is going for other groups in a group, say for example, group A with six students, when one person is visiting the next group, why can't we assign maybe another person for another group so that
See,
all
you
of
can
them
do
will be
it. You can do
because
it. Yeah.
there will be
Innovations
waiting
you
time
can
otherwise.
do. Innovations you
Yeah,
can do.
Now we have.
because otherwise those students will be waiting and probably there wouldn't be a lack of direction involvement from everyone
No,
at a time.
No, there will not be
अच्छा,
any waiting time over here, Mr. Kumar. I'll tell you. See what happens when there are 5 members in one group, right? Now, one
Yeah.
is already visiting the other groups, right? The
Yes.
others are already working on that.
Okay. They will be
the
Getting the
idea
discussing
point?
which
within the
they have
group chat.
given to
They
the
will
group
not be
leader.
sitting
Yeah.
idly. And just to avoid the
Yes.
chaos, I'll tell you, because see, this happens when it happens in the class with 30, 40 students. Now, actually, it creates sometimes chaos, right?
Some chaos. Yeah,
So if
for
you
sure.
ask them to go at one go, okay, you go and visit all the groups. It will be
It
very
may be,
chaotic,
yeah, true.
right?
Yeah, true. If it is in a classroom, it will
Yes,
be very chaotic. True.
exactly. So what happens
True.
here? The other 4 members are already working on that. Maybe in the form of
Yeah.
graphics, they are presenting in the form of graphics. Maybe they are presenting in the form of model. All right. So others, what that one person member is doing, the representative is visiting the other groups
Visiting
at the
other
same
groups.
time, right? So
There's a small gap which I was, about to
no.
ask then is, in the sense, suppose the person who's the leader, who must be a smart guy, who has to go to other groups, they take notes and come and explain what kind of discussion happening in all the other groups. So, wouldn't it be like he get more exposure in the
Mm-hmm.
process, whereas others, because there could be a chance of Chinese whisper, this person go to group 2, group 3, group 4,
I
group
understood.
5.
Yes. There
Yeah,
could be
so there could be a
possibility.
chance that there will be
Yes, yes.
some loss in the discussion or transmission
Exactly.
of ideas.
So actually what happens, Mr. Kumar, when you are
Huh,
creating groups, you always consider, all levels
huh.
of the children to put together in
Yeah,
one group, right? I will
yeah,
not
yeah,
take all my outstanding
huh,
children in one group. I will never do that.
yeah.
So,
Of course, we
right?
can't do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what I will try to do
huh,
is here, probably I'll keep one person who is very good at probably in creativity. Second,
huh.
I will be taking who is a good speaker, probably, right?
Yes,
And of
yes.
course, different
Huh.
levels
Who
I will
can
take.
comprehend better?
Parameters we can choose.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
yes.
I will also take one child who is a very good observer. He's a very good
Huh.
observer.
Yeah, we
He's
can.
not
Yeah,
less than
accordingly,
anything.
you can assign the task also.
Yeah.
True,
So you never
true, true.
know. He's a very good observer and he learns from just observing the
Yeah.
things. Fine.
Yeah, and we can probably, in that case, we can just do some sort of dumb charades or something where,
Yes,
making an afternoon class a little lively. So
exactly.
the observer may be able to, like catch it better if one observer is there in each group.
Exactly.
Could
So
also be a
ultimately, the outcome would
uh,
be they have to present the whole thing, right? So
exactly,
all the
exactly.
members will be involved in the
Huh,
process, and at the
yeah,
last, when the presentation is there, of course, each
huh,
member will come forward and talk about
yeah,
it, demonstrate in different ways,
yeah.
right? So that will
Huh.
happen. So
I've actually, in this context, I have a small doubt, a question. The thing is
mm-hmm,
that similar thing I experienced personally. That's why I'm asking.
mm-hmm,
So suppose in this whole process when we do a jigsaw, where of course supposedly leaders for every group.
mm-hmm.
Uh, so of course we choose a cream student who can go and interact with others and learn better, like this five students in five groups. So of late I got to hear from other students or themselves, they were also exposing these things. Sir is favoring certain students, kind of, narrative came later on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the sense, those who were asked to go and get this information. Of course, we have to choose a smart student for that.
So now here,
Huh.
like, I don't think that teachers needs to guide them that you go. I don't think so. It is the
Okay.
team who will decide.
Who will decide the group
Yeah.
leader?
See,
Exactly.
now this should be discussed or fixed among the students itself. Like,
Yeah.
because see, they're a group, they are one group.
But we can't say the students that you should choose a person who can comprehend all this. That we can't.
Exactly. That's what. So
Yeah.
now let students only assign the jobs.
Yeah. That's
Let
a good
student-
idea.
Let themselves assign the job, right? And
Yeah, so that
see,
there wouldn't be.
and it is always understood that one child you will always see will be the leader automatically.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So members also
Makes
support that child. So it is automatically
Yeah.
very evidently seen that
Sorted
yes,
out.
this child is already leader
Yeah.
only, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
most
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Anyway, it was very interactive, interesting, intuitive session.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. Anything? I think, ma'am, Twinkle, ma'am.
Yeah.
I need to actually. I wanted others also to open their videos and share and speak at least something about this session or about their experiences as well.
Anyone wants to add something over here? Pooja ji, Shruti ji, Ganesh ji, Dr. Vishnu, Twinkle, Ritu Sharma ji, Roshni ji. Anyone? Due to festivals, we are.
I think all are engaged. Some,
Yeah.
they're already involved, but they're there in the meeting.
maybe.
Okay.
I think we are not getting any questions now.
Yes,
Can I-
ma'am.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sharanjit ma'am, and thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am, for this supporting and this wonderful session. I came to know about lot of things, many things like Jigsaw. I actually also I didn't understand that time when Deepa Kumar sir followed that. After that, you just described all the matter. Then I used to clarify all these things, and thank you so much. It was really very wonderful.
This
Thank you
jigsaw
so
thing
much,
which
ma'am.
you told Sharanjit ji, this is not a new thing actually. At
Uh,
our time when I was studying, it was done. I can remember the things now. I can connect the dots now. We were used to do these sort of things in the class also. Our teachers were there who used to do all these things, making groups and passing on things.
Arranging kids
But
in peer group learning. I understand the peer group learning, how it is done by teacher and arranging 2, 3 students in one group, and they are
Yeah.
just speaking and sharing their thoughts, and we are just going and uh,
but I think if I recall, ma'am, Twinkle, ma'am, just as you said that when we were in school, we used to
Yeah.
have this kind of activities. But I think as long as I remember, it was more in physical education.
No,
When-
I still remember. Our math
Huh?
teacher was very innovative. Literally, I'm telling you, she was ahead of her time. She used to do these sort of things a lot. I still remember.
Now that's good that
Yeah.
that you have studied. That means already
Yeah,
active
that
you're
no, that
already
teacher
active
was
learner.
different from different era. She
Mhm.
was literally ahead of her time. She was very innovative.
Wow, great, ma'am.
Yeah.
So you're actually lucky, blessed.
Yeah, my teachers are really very good, to be very
Mhm.
frank.
Great.
Anybody wants to add something?
Ma'am, they're already writing in the chat actually. Miss Anita
Yeah,
is also
fine,
writing.
Sharanjit ji. Thank you for such an interactive and informative session. Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
so
time
much,
and
ma'am.
efforts.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I always look forward, to have or to, take these sessions for your all these fabulous
Same here,
educators.
same here.
Seriously, I've always wait. Okay, when Twinkle ma'am is going to call me for this.
We are also very lucky to have you with us, actually.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's all mutual. Feelings are
Yeah,
mutual.
definitely, it's
And,
mutual.
yeah,
And
have
thank you everyone for
yes, have a
joining
good
us for the
evening.
webinar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.